This is a look at a couple decal processes I use. One is the white printing, um, and then the dry transfer, which is I usually use these for darker printing on white cars, but I can show you real quick how I do those. So this one, the printing is laser onto regular paper. You probably will not be able to see the printing on this, um, but what we can do in some light, you might be able to see the printing. I guess not, but so it's water slide paper. So this is my little water dumpster. I'm just going to dip it in. You don't need a lot of water, and then it it'll activate almost immediately, and it'll let you slide the printing off of the, the backing there, and then you can move around to get it where you want it. And then the one thing you need to make sure with the water slide is that you get the air bubbles out. They'll tell you to squeegee it to make sure you get air bubbles out. I'm just using this brush. It's a little easier, but there's nothing protecting it right now. So you want to be careful if you're too rough with it. Even just the bristles can actually start scratching off the actual printing. So that's water slide. And then when this dries, I'm gonna usually want to let that dry at least 2-3 hours, at least 1 hour, and then hit it with a clear coat of gloss. I use the Tester's Gloss Clear Coat, and I also apply that with a small brush like one of these. Just because the spray, I only need to protect that small part, so I just brush on the clear with a brush. And so here's a couple other samples. Nikolai, that one already has the clear on it, and then see another Nikolai on this Subaru. Looks pretty cool. And then this one, Xavier. That one looks pretty cool. And this one was actually the dry transfer for Jet. This one was kind of hard to print on. Just not a lot of opportunities to add graphics, but the dark printing looked good. So I'll show you how these are applied. It's basically the same thing with these clear ones for Jaden. So I did one side already. I'll show you real quick how that's done. This paper is kind of tricky to use, but it's kind of hard to find the good paper. This stuff has a nice kind of gloss finish to it. Some paper does. It has like a just kind of a dull finish to it. This stuff is kind of hard to track down, but you basically, I love this clear process because I can just kind of eyeball it, make sure that's where I want it to go, and it's very adhesive. You're gonna want to just with your finger make sure it's going on smooth, and then if you did it right, go around some of the corners here. You start to hear it, it'll start to separate. So you can see we were dealing with two different layers. This was like the transfer layer. You can get rid of that. Then you're left with the decal itself. But we usually have a little too much of the decal applied, so I will usually go through with an X-Acto, usually following the door lines. So we're just kind of hiding the edges, so hopefully you can't even tell that it's a decal. Good to use a sharp X-Acto. I'm not sure if this one is all that sharp. You want to be careful when you get near the windows. You can leave a bunch of adhesive on the window, which can be difficult to get back off. Oh, okay. Hopefully this will come off for me. Okay. And then also, let's see, got one more piece to get off. So that's how the dry transfers go on. So we got the dry transfer, and then the water slide white decal printing. And here's another one. Sometimes if there's not a lot of room to print on the side, I can do printing on the windshield there.